Humans have always been on the top of the food chain. What if that wasn't the case? What if humanity is the prey, not the hunter? That's exactly the world depicted in Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is an adventure post-apocalyptic dark fantasy action anime. As the title suggests, it's about humanity's struggle against titans. Hello Bitlanders, I'm Tara from Bitland channel and welcome to Anime Spectrum. Today I'm going to review Shingeki no Kyojin, aka Attack on Titan. Our story takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, and it doesn't take a long time for the viewer to notice the similarity between the medieval cities and the city we are first introduced to. It all starts in what's apparently the year 845. 100 years prior to that, humanity was driven to the edge of extinction by titans, humanoid giant creatures of unknown origins. They look masculine in body and they lack reproductive organs. Titans devour and eat human even though they appear they have no need for food. Most of them have little to no intelligence, and guess what? They have Kristen Stewart's facial expression. Anyway, the only way to kill a titan is by striking a weak spot in their necks, which makes it very hard to kill them. In a desperate attempt to survive, humanity builds its final stronghold, 3 enormous concentric walls, hoping that will protect them from titans, and it worked. Humanity had 100 years of peace until one day a colossal titan mysteriously appeared and breached the wall of the Shingeki district, a town of the outer wall, allowing the smaller titans to start a full-on attack, during which our protagonist Eren Yeager saw his mother eaten in front of him, which fueled his hatred toward titans and empowered his reasons to join the Scout Regiment, which is the only military group with enough guts and brains to venture outside the walls into Titan territories, and his main reason for joining them is the hope that someday he will be able to save humanity from the Titans and free them from their own handmade prisons. The story is based on one main overarching plot, which is humanity's survival and war against the Titans, and few subplots, which usually takes more than one episode to finish. When it comes to originality, it's not the most original story out there, but it has a way of interpretations and a lot of details that gives it a unique element, and that partially gives the story a unique layer of complexity. On the course of the series, events rather unfold quickly, not giving it any inactive episodes, which results in one of the most exciting and intensive animes I have ever seen. The writer managed to stuff a lot of surprising moments, and they are usually at the end of an episode, which will leave you hanging, a cliffhanger overdose. Not to spoil or anything, but many episodes ends with the death of a character. Well, characters in Attack on Titan are dying everywhere, not just at the end of an episode. And speaking of the characters, let's go over the main key characters. Let's start with our protagonist Eren Yeager. One of his defining features is his common hatred of the Titans and the life within the walls, believing that the life humanity living right now is a life of cowards and it's not worth living, which motivates him to join the Scout Regiment and explore and reclaim the Titan territories. And our protagonist is not a stereotype, because he wasn't really portrayed as a powerful character or super smart in any way. Rather, he was portrayed as a weak character physically and emotionally, and we can see him struggling so many times against his emotion and trying so hard to pretend and act tough. He's a reckless, brave character, and sometimes he tends to overreact a lot, and it's very clear that he's being driven by his moral goals, which results in a nice combination for a lead character. Yet what I love the most about this character is how he develops and evolves while facing the reality of his world. And I loved how he struggles with the choices he makes and their consequences. Mikasa Ackerman, Eren's adopted sister. The thing that I dislike about this character is two things: the fact that she was portrayed as invincible and her creepy devotion to Eren Yeager, which made her a character without any driving will. Beside that, one of her defining features is being realistic, which gives her kind of a dynamic role in the series, and she ended up joining the military for the simple fact that she wasn't able to stop Eren from joining the military. But somehow she doesn't share the hatred of the life inside the walls like both Eren and Armin, and Mikasa doesn't really develop as a character, at least within the first season, because she's here just to be Eren's guardian angel, and that's all that she is. Armin Arnott is the childhood friend of both Mikasa and Armin. He's the brain of the team, smart and logical, and he's a bit of a stereotype of the smart and coward. He was always bullied, and it was always up to Mikasa and Eren to protect him, until he ends up feeling useless. You can see him develop in the course of the series, as he realized that his strategies saved his friends so many times, and what gets him closer to Eren is the close views they have both about the wall and the outside world. Erwin Smith, the commander of the Scout Regiment, is intelligent and respectable. This character represents the change and the bravery. He's willing to do whatever it takes to win against the Titans. Levi Ackerman, humanity's strongest soldier, driven by his hatred of Titans and the love and respect for his fellow soldiers who died in the field. He is willing to do wherever Erwin Smith asks him to do. The production was done by Studio Wit, subsidiary of Production IG, and for a new studio the work they did is amazing. The artwork is crafted, which makes every scene full of details. The colors are vivid and vibrant, and I cannot say enough how much I love the animation. All those 3D maneuver gear scenes was just mind-blowing. Thanks to Tatsuro Araki, the director, who is responsible for so many other great animes such as Death Note and Gungrave. Overall, I love the artwork and I like the animation, and it's definitely some high-budget project we have here, with glorious battle scenes that give us that overwhelming feeling every now and then. One of the things that helps it achieve that is the soundtrack. The music on its own is epic, a very nice mix between big orchestration and moving choirs, with a touch of electronic passages, and every now and then you have the acoustic dual instrument piece. They were used to empower specific feelings in specific scenes and to boost the energy in some others. However, I found the soundtracks overused to the point where you lose track of them and you don't notice them anymore. And for the opening and the ending, I like all four of them. I didn't have any problem when they changed them, and it was a nice change. Okay, the dubbed version. To start off, I didn't like Eren's voice because it didn't strike me as a fit to the character. I found Mikasa's voice was fitting, so is Armin's. I liked Erwin Smith's voices that was done by John Michael Tatum, so the casting as individuals had some good and not so good performances. But as an overall, the dubbing quality was just an average one. What I loved about Attack on Titan is the dark aspect of it, and how it deals with the idea of humanity as a victim facing a monster, and what would it take to fight it. And it can be a nice symbolic way to represent what humans are doing to other species. I like the fast pace of the story, the variety in characters, and I loved the surprising moments, and of course the music. Yet I have found some characters overrated, like Mikasa for example, and the music was a little bit overused, and for the dubbed version it wasn't an impressive one, to be honest. And the ending of the first season gave us enough answers to survive until the second season that will be aired sometime in 2016. So after taking all the elements in consideration, I gave Attack on Titan 9 points out of 10. Attack on Titan was licensed by Funimation and it's available on Blu-ray DVD package with two versions, a standard version and a limited version. And there's another limited version that includes the art box. I believe all of them include 5 OVAs where they give us some insight to our hero's daily life during the training camp, and 2 of them tell us Levi's story and how he joined the Scout Regiment. And if you want to stream watch it, you can do so on crunchyroll.com or Funimation official website. This brings us to the end of this review. This was my first review ever. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have any requests, please let me know in the comment. I hope you liked this video. If you do, like and subscribe for more videos. If you share it, that would be my absolute honor. This is all for today. Thank you for watching. Till next time, and take care.